Because it's jail for Aryan Khan till 20th of October. Shah Rukh Khan's son is now going to be moved out of the quarantine barrack and will have to spend the next few days in a common jail with other prisoners as well. Of all of this, viewers, it happened when Aryan Khan's bail plea was not taken in, and now October 20th is when he will continue to be in jail till. The Mumbai Sessions Court has reserved the order of the Aryan bail plea. The court will announce its verdict on the 20th. The NCB's counsel, Additional Solicitor General Anil Singh, presented his arguments against the bail for SRK's son. In court, the NCB has argued that the burden of proof lies with the accused and has also responded to the arguments from Aryan's team that no drug was found on him. NCB has said that the drugs with Arbaz were meant for him and Aryan's consumption. NCB has also said in court that Aryan was a regular consumer and wasn't a first-time consumer, reiterating the international drug racket angle, and they have WhatsApp chats to prove Aryan wanted to sell drugs and not just consume.
फिलहाल तो आर्ग्यूमेंट्स अक्यूज नंबर 1, 2 और 3 का हो गया है, इसलिए होपफुली ऑर्डर्स 20th को उन सबके आएंगे. जो बाकी के बेल और एप्लीकेशंस है वो अभी तक सुने गए नहीं है, जिसके कारण इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू से वेदर द ऑर्डर विल कम.
एक और बात जो आर्ग्यूमेंट के समय जो सामने आई, व्हाट्सएप चैट को लेकर डिफेंस ने काफी कुछ कहा. क्या थी वो वजह कि व्हाट्सएप चैट में जिस तरह की लैंग्वेज इस्तेमाल की गई है उसको लेकर क्या कहा?
जी, वो तो कह रहे हैं कि देयर वर व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस जो इंटरनेशनल ड्रग डीलिंग के बारे में कहते हैं, पर हमारा यही कंटेंशन रहा है कि व्हाट्सएप अगर फ़ोन सीजर का पंचनामा है ही नहीं तो ये आपको व्हाट्सएप चैट्स मिले ही कैसे है.
All right, viewers, that's the latest that is coming in. Aryan Khan will now spend the next few days in a common barrack at the Arthur Road jail. He was in the quarantine barrack till now due to the COVID protocol and now will be moved to the common cell with other prisoners. All right, viewers, let's quickly shift focus on the big political controversy that has erupted after the government has extended the jurisdiction of the BSF in 3 states of Assam, Punjab and West Bengal, primarily border states. Well, with the debate now coming up of federalism versus national security.
The Border Security Force is now empowered to take action within a 50-kilometer radius from the international border in Punjab, West Bengal, Assam and Tripura. The Narendra Modi government has released a notification for the 10 border states and 2 union territories. The centre says this move is to curb illegal activities linked to national security.
दायरों के चक्कर में अगर आप पड़ेंगे तो आप जो है वो पूरी तरह से बंटाधार करेंगे जो आपने किया है. अरे भाई, उनको बोलने दीजिए, उनको कुछ ना कुछ तो बोलना है, उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है.
So what powers will the Border Security Force have? The MHA empowers the BSF to conduct searches, arrest suspects and make seizure up to the 50-kilometer from India-Pakistan and India-Bangladesh borders. The BSF is now authorized to take action under the CRPC, Passport Act and Passport Entry to India Act. The government notification in effect says any officer in the BSF is now empowered under the CRPC to take action without an order from a magistrate and without any warrant.
Our troops which are deployed on the borders, they will now be able to go beyond the present territorial limit, which was of 15 kilometers in some of the states. So now that has been increased to 50 kilometers. So now they can go and search, seize and maybe arrest beyond those present borders.
The move has led to a political face-off, raising an uproar from the state governments over administrative jurisdiction in the affected states. Punjab Chief Minister took to Twitter, calling this an attack on federalism. The Mamata Banerjee government in West Bengal is now asking why the 15-kilometer radius has been increased to 50.
लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इज ए स्टेट सब्जेक्ट। 15 किलोमीटर तक बहुत था, 50 किलोमीटर माने आप स्टेट का टेरिटरी में घुस के जो इच्छा वो कर सकते हैं, ये गलत है।
Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has called the latest notification brazen infringement upon the territory of states. Other Congress netas have joined in.
बहुत ही नकारात्मक कदम है और बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण कदम है। ये संघीय ढांचे पर आघात है, कुठाराघात है और तुरंत इस अध्यादेश को वापस लिया जाना चाहिए।
The BSF has got more power now, but will it help curtail increasing drug trafficking, infiltration and terrorism that is making our border states suffer for years now? Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, viewers, let's move on. Even as several states, including BJP-run states, are flagging off acute coal shortage, the government says the worst is over and we actually have enough reserves. Centre has asserted that there is no shortage of coal in the country. Sources in the Modi government told India Today there will be no more power shortage in the country. The government said Coal India has scaled up production in the last 4 days from 1.57 million to 1.94 million tons per day, and it will be scaled up further by next week. States like Delhi, Kerala have raised alarm over what they call a critical situation.
The energy minister, the power minister, is on record only 2 days ago when he said absolutely baseless information is floating around that there's probably shortage of coal, shortage of, other inventories, which will lead to a sudden gap in the supply-demand situation in the energy consumption. Absolute baseless. There's no shortage of anything. In fact, if I recall the minister's statement, every power-producing installation has the next 4 days stock absolutely available within their own premises, and the supply chain has not broken at all. So there's not going to be any deficiencies which may lead to any shortfall of supply. So that takes care of India's power situation. We are now a power surplus country.
All right, we are over to in Karnataka. Big war of words has erupted with the incumbent Chief Minister, Mr. Bommai, and the former Chief Minister, Mr. Siddaramaiah, on a comment of moral policing by the newly minted CM.
Another day, another political face-off in Karnataka. This time, a full-blown Twitter war between Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai and former Chief Minister and Congress leader Siddaramaiah. The massive face-off after this comment by Chief Minister Bommai, where he appeared to be defending action by vigilante groups, battling what they claim is an assault on Hindu culture in Dakshina Kannada region.
ನೈತಿಕತೆ ಇದ್ದೇ ನಾವು ಬದುಕಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಶಾಂತಿ ಸುವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನೈತಿಕತೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಥರದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅದರಿಂದ.
The Karnataka Chief Minister's comments instantly split social media and sparked a backlash from the Congress. Former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah led the attack with a series of tweets, claiming Bommai has accepted his incapability in maintaining law and order and is justifying moral policing by anti-social elements. He sought the Chief Minister's resignation, asking if Bommai plans to dissolve the police department and hand over law and order to the RSS. Chief Minister Bommai then hit back at Siddaramaiah, accusing the Congress of ignoring murderous attacks on Hindus. Bommai tweeted saying, Jungle Raj was when Congress was in power, as it was blind, deaf and dumb to the killing of Hindus. The big political face-off comes after a Muslim man in an interfaith relationship was found murdered on a railway track in Belagavi. Members of the girl's family were arrested for the murder.
So if such things could happen, maybe it's time for the police to be completely disbanded for the BJP to say that, look, we don't require the police, we have our own, party workers who are fully capable of taking care of law and order issues and issues of moral policing. So I think it's time that the Chief Minister seriously think about disbanding the police force and letting the citizenry, deal with issues themselves.
When 23 Hindus were killed, it was a serial one. Then there was no morality for him. Today he is talking of morality. What did Mr. Bommai said today? Mr. Bommai said the law will take its course of action. He is talking about law and order today in Karnataka. Where was the law and order when he was the Chief Minister of Karnataka? What had happened? People have witnessed.
35 rights activists and organizations have slammed Chief Minister Bommai's remarks, terming it a dangerous message. Meanwhile, the politics has caught on and is exploding. With Nagarjun Dwarkanath in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.